The following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
In this episode of the Anything, Everything, and Nothing podcast, Lin and Kim review Nappily Ever After and give their opinions on the movie Black Panther. They talk about the Braxtons, Kanye, and Eddie Murphy's 10th child. And they answer the question, why in the HE double hockey sticks are reality stars celebrities? Let's start the show.
Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother.
Welcome to the first episode of the Anything, Everything, and Nothing podcast with Lin and Kim. What's going on, big sis?
What's going on, little sis? What's happening?
It's been a rough one.
Okay. Well, I'm tripping because it is Saturday night at 27 p.m. We've been trying to get this first podcast out since Wednesday at noon. So we got to make this real good.
I know.
Okay? How's your week? What's been going on?
Terrible week. If you want me to be honest about it. Terrible.
Well, of course I want you to be honest, but if the week has been terrible, then it has to be something. Something had to be good. So if you got to tell me the terrible, you got to at least tell me just as many things that was good about the week. We're not gonna do it with just the terrible thing. We're not gonna do that.
Okay. So the only good thing is with this whole crazy car situation I have going on, my very best friend rented a car for me for the next week. This week to get through the week.
Okay. That's a really good friend. So tell the audience who that friend is, because I know who that friend is, but who is that friend?
That friend is Nicole.
Okay.
We'll just go with the first name. I don't know if she want her last name all out there, but
Got you.
that would be Nicole. And it was not planned. It was surprised. And it was a very, very nice gesture.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me interject for a second. People have friends, and I know you and I are sister friends. Everybody need a friend like Nicole. I'm just saying. If there was an award for best friend of the year, Nicole would get that hands down. I'm just saying.
I agree.
And Nicole and I, and we're cool. We're not friends, but we're cool. But hell, I'm gonna try to get on Nicole's best friend list. God, but Nicole just, I mean, she remind me of me and a better me. You know what I mean? God, hell, even Roz, and audience, Roz is my friend. Even Roz was like, boy, maybe Lynn got a good friend in Nicole. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I know all that goodness that comes from Nicole. I just wanted to put that out there for the universe to know. Hey.
Right.
Anyway,
Shout out to Nicole. That's who just called right before we got on.
look at hand clap to Nicole. Hand clap to Nicole. For the rental car. All right. Well, since we talk about a rental car, what you got? What kind of car you got?
Oh Lord, I'm a minivan mom this time.
You a soccer mom?
Yes.
I love it.
It's a soccer mom vehicle, but it's nice. You know, I like it. It's roomy.
Okay.
I don't have to break my back putting in car seats. And, you know, it's good. It drives well, drives like a car.
Okay.
It's nice.
Nice. Okay. So what else is going on with your week?
It's just been a rough week. Sick children. Can't take off of work. Got to take them to work with you.
Okay.
You know, it's just, and I think we're at the weekend, so I'm just drained and exhausted from the week. It was very tiring.
Well, we're going to put a positive spin on that too. because at least you got a job where you can take your sick turn.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people ain't got a job where they can take their sick turn. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right. You're right.
So, like I said, wherever there's a negative, there is a positive.
And now they're better. And Lord knows I've been praying and praying. Get better, stay better, because we can't do this every week.
I got you. Okay. Anything else you want to share about your week before I get into mine?
No.
That's it?
I mean, things have, I got aggravated with, which is a subject I think we're going to cover in our podcast, which is communication. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
Tell me about your week, and then let's tell these folks who we are and where we came from, because they don't even know that yet. What they don't know is that we already recorded it one time trying to tell them, and we couldn't use it.
That's right. Well, my week has been pretty interesting. For those who don't know, I work for a nonprofit, and I got laid off this week. Let's see. I think I got laid off at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and then I got rehired at 1:15 on Wednesday. So I was laid off and rehired in a matter of 15 minutes. But it's good. It's okay. It is what it is. And even with all that happening, all I was concerned about was doing the podcast, because that was the shining light of my week. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this podcast done. So I'm cool with that. For those who don't know, my nephew is here. He lives in Savannah, and so he's here for his fall break. So I'm excited about that. Poco got a haircut. Poco is my dog. He went to the barbershop this week. Work is work. But overall, it's just been a kind of status quo. Nothing really, really bad. And, I'm just glad to still be around. So, life is good. Life is good.
Good. Okay. So, who are we and where did we come from?
Well, I am Kim and
I am Lynn.
All right. And we are Lynn and Kim. We are sister friends. We've been sister friends for over a decade, and we talk all the time. And we tended to think that we have interesting intellectual conversations, and we literally talk about anything, everything,
funny.
Nothing. Absolutely. And we enjoy talking to each other, and we thought that other people might enjoy talking to us as well. And we have a friend who is into podcasting and kind of introduced the idea to us, thought that our concept was good. And thus, here is the Lynn and Kim Anything, Everything, and Nothing podcast. I kind of summed it up, sis, so I'll let you, give your spiel on how we got together.
Well, I agree with all of that. Anything, everything, and nothing is exactly what we talk about 17 times a day.
Oh, yeah, I left that out, sis. I left that out.
You did. About 17 times a day. It could be from, hey, I know you're the only person that appreciate this, but let me tell you about what this person has on or just did, to what's going on in the news, to something about our personal lives, relationships, and such. I mean, it's just a range, and we make all these good points, and we have all this knowledge, and the only two people that get to hear it is Lynn and Kim. So we decided we wanted other people to hear it.
That's right.
We have this catchphrase that when we call each other, we're like, sis, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Yes.
But I got to tell you this. And we even say that in the middle of the conversations. We'll cut the subject and be like, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but let me tell you this.
And let me tell you something. Let me interrupt you right quick. I literally think that we might need to trademark that little phrase.
I think so too.
So we need to look into trademark, and this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because that's what we do. That's what we say. That's
t-shirt. Yes, I love it.
Okay, but anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to put that in there.
No, that's okay. That's perfect. But I agree. So that's basically it. I mean, it's simple concept. We just wanted to share. We have opinions. We have thoughts. and we have feelings about certain things that happen in our lives, other people's lives, entertainment folks' lives, celebrities' lives, that we just want to share with the rest of y'all. So
Yes.
hey.
So thus again, this is how we came about, and this is Lin and Kim. So I'm excited about this opportunity to take what we think and feel and share it with others outside of us.
Right. So we want to thank Defy Life,
yes,
for discovering us and putting us on. Okay,
yes.
They didn't discover us exactly, but but thanks to Defy Life,
for giving us the opportunity.
To do this. So we're excited.
Yeah.
Ready to share our thoughts and opinions. We hope y'all care enough to listen. But yeah, we want to share our thoughts, opinions, and laughs with you all.
Yes, and I want to give a shout out to Yoshi, Coach, Yusuf, our producer, for believing in us and thinking that what we do would be good for not just ourselves, but for others as well. So just shout out to the whole Defy Life team, and we hope we can make you guys proud.
Yes, and Yoshi, Coach, and Yusuf is the same person.
Oh yeah.
For those of y'all that don't know.
Okay.
It's all the same person.
Yes. So we're going to get started with our quote unquote segments. Not going to be too formal. We're just going to talk about what we want to talk about and how we want to talk about it. And we hope you guys would enjoy it. And eventually we'll get some feedback, emails, and things like that. And we can make this one big village.
All right.
We're going to start off with our very first AE&N movie preview. No, not preview. Review. Not the preview, because we already seen it. Okay.
Right, the review.
And we're going to review Black Panther and Nappily Ever After. Those will be the very first reviews for the AE&N podcast by Lin and Kim. So I'm going to let you, who you want to start? So you want to start, and who do you want to start with, Black Panther, or you want to start with Nappily?
We can start with Black Panther. Go with the big screen first. We chose the big screen film and the little screen film on purpose.
Yes.
And it may, be that way. Kim and I are probably the only Black people in the universe that just saw Black Panther recently. Like Kim just saw it like last weekend.
I literally just saw it last weekend. Yeah.
And I saw it back in June, and it came out in February. So we asked that we not get our Black cards revoked just yet, because we just saw it. We're sorry.
Okay. So why don't we do it like this, sis? Why don't we tell what we thought about the movie, and then we'll give it a rating 1 out of 5. 1 being I could have never seen it, with 5 being, oh my God, I could watch it 10 times. So 1 to 5 will be the rating scale, and we'll just give a brief overview of what we thought about it.
Ooh. Okay.
And we have not shared our opinions with one another.
Right.
Would you like me to start?
I would.
Okay. Here we go. Black Panther. I did not get Black Panther at all. Okay. Now, it threw me off when I saw the little boys in, I think it was like somewhere in California, on the basketball court.
Right.
And then they went to the room, and then one man was talking, I guess, Wakandian, and then somebody was talking English, and it was just all over the place for me. I did not get it. I did not like it. But I made myself sit through it. Now, I will say this. I'm not a Marvel fan. I've never watched a Marvel comic book type, film or whatever.
Right.
Like Ant-Man, Transformers, or Superman, or Spider-Man. I don't do those. But the whole Black Panther phenomenon was like, oh, you got to see it. It makes you proud to be Black, and you want to live in Wakanda, and Wakanda for life. I ain't going to go to Wakanda after I saw that.
Correct.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'm already proud Black. It didn't make me more blacker or something.
Right.
I'm just saying, I missed all that. I'm just keeping it 100. So I did like the warrior women. I thought that was kind of cool. And I did love seeing all the blackness, but just the storyline. And then they went to Japan and chased some man with a fake arm, and then the girl was driving the car. You know,
and then the car fell apart.
She was in Wakanda driving the car when he was in Japan. I was just like, OMG. Okay, but I made it through. Now, I got to keep it 100 with you and with the audience. I ain't never got to see Black Panther again, not even on Netflix or Showtime or HBO. I ain't never got to see that no more. I'm just saying. So for me personally, my rating is a 1.5.
Okay. Great day.
And I'm sorry, but it's a 1.5. I didn't like Black Panther.
Well, sis, I'm with you.
You with me?
1.5 would stretch it, and I think I have said I gave it a rating before when you and I just talked, and I think I highballed it. But when you said that 1 would be I could have done without seeing it, then yeah, because I could have done without seeing it. Like I wouldn't be hurt.
Okay.
Had I never saw it.
Okay.
I didn't get it. I have watched Spider-Man. I have watched Spider-Man before, so I can't say I've never seen a Marvel movie. And I like the Spider-Mans. You know, there's a whole lot of them.
Yes.
Still don't understand that whole thing, but anyway. But I like the little Spider-Man movies, but this just, I agree with you in that I don't feel any more black. I did not have my bags packed to go to Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
You said you appreciated all the blackness and all that. Well, yeah, but it was that many black people in The Color Purple. I mean,
that's a good point.
Yeah. Steely. Correct. Steely, Nettie, Nim. It was a whole bunch of black people in The Color Purple. When they went to Harpo's juke joint, there was a whole lot of black people over there.
We could have just stayed in the United States. We didn't have to go to Wakanda for the black.
We didn't have to go to Wakanda to get all them black people. When they left the juke joint and went to the church, it was a whole big old crowd of black people. So I didn't have to go to Wakanda to see all them black people. I could have just watched The Color Purple for the 150 millionth time.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Okay. So, from a graphic standpoint, I didn't like it. It looked fake.
Oh, okay.
I thought it looked fake. I don't know if it was TV I was looking at it on or what, but it looked fake. And I didn't appreciate that. I thought that people wanted to go to Wakanda because it was just so pretty and so black people and powerful and kings and queens standing all over the place. And I didn't see that. Okay. So I didn't want to go.
Okay. Now, did I miss your rating or did you give me your rating?
I'm going with the 1.
Oh, you went with the 1. Oh,
the 1.
Damn, yours.
I don't have a 0.5.
Okay.
I would have been okay if I never saw it.
Okay. Well, for Lin and Kim and the audience, if you're gonna base it on us, I guess you won't be seeing Black Panther. I don't know. So
yeah, if you go by what we had to say about it, you would not be interested if you hadn't seen it already.
But what we're doing is just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Now, hold on now. I don't want to take anything away from Mr. Chad Boseman.
Okay. That was T'Challa. Wait a minute. Which one was Chad?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't want to take anything away from him. He's fine.
Okay. Look.
There's a fine hunk of man on the TV.
Okay. Well, I couldn't tell with the Black Panther suit. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
With the suit, without the suit, it don't matter. Cute. Okay. But that didn't make me want to go to Wakanda.
Okay. He wasn't that fine.
He wasn't that fine.
All right. Okay. So let's see here. 1.5 and 1. That would be 2.5 divided by 2. That would be an overall rating of a 1. That's not good. That's not good. So we guys watch Black Panther at your own discretion. But
Right.
as Lin and Kim podcast, yeah, no, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Or you have already seen it because we was the last 2 people to see it anyway.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true too. That's true. Well, let's move on to Nappily Ever After, the film put out by Netflix starring, what is it, Sanaa
Lathan.
Lathan, that came out, about 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay. Sis, I'm going to let you start off with Nappily Ever After.
Okay. Starring the beautiful Sanaa Lathan and some other Black people that we don't know yet. Except for her mama, the marvelous Lynn Whitfield.
Plays everybody crazy mama, but anyway.
Everybody's crazy mama.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. Love her though. Love her. I enjoy the movie. Now we're doing, we are critiquing, and this is our in-depth review.
This is your review and your rating of Nappily Ever After. Yes.
I did not like the fact that it was somewhat predictable.
Okay.
However, they got me in the end because we expected something to happen that didn't exactly happen. So, they kind of twisted it there. I was like, okay, I'll give you that. Okay. But the overall message of the movie and the depiction of the struggle that we as Black women have because of hair.
Right.
I did appreciate and enjoy seeing. I could relate.
Okay.
Although my mama wasn't a crazy mama that, had me getting my hair straightened every day or anything like that. My mom was actually the kind of person that was like, she was the you are not your hair person.
Yes. India Ari in the house. Yes.
Right. Exactly. She was that person. Okay. But there was still a struggle. There was, I've been told that I have the quote unquote good hair.
Yes.
But my hair has been a struggle all my life because I don't know if I wanted better hair. I didn't know how to deal with my good hair. I mean, I don't know. It's a struggle to this day. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, oh my God, what is this on top of my head? But it sent the message of how just something as simple as hair can build who a person is, and how it can either bring them up or tear them down. Right. Her mom is the one who made it an issue, and as you saw in the movie, she didn't even have her own hair.
Yeah.
So but I appreciated the message that you are not your hair, and you don't have to be your hair, and hair is not that important. It's just some fuzz on top of your head. Mm-hmm. And you can shave it off and be all right.
Okay. Well, what would be your rating 1 to 5?
I would give it a 3.5.
3.5. Okay. That's you can go ride with a 3.5. You can that's something you should check out. Okay. I'm like you. I thought it was predictable, but for me, it was a little bit deeper. For those who don't know, I have locks, and I've been natural for over a decade now. And I've never had the hair struggle thing, but I know people who do it. And what got me in the movie was when the boyfriend said, we can't dance, we can't have fun, we can't take a shower because it messed up your hair. That's what resonated to me, because
and me as well, because I could relate to that.
Yes, like he was like, I don't know who you are because we can't get past the surface, because we can't do anything because it'll mess up your hair.
I could relate to that.
Is what got me. And then I was like, is this the struggle that really goes on with our young people? Do moms really put that much pressure? See, I didn't have that. I had a Jerry curl when I was coming up. You see what I'm saying? So, but do moms really put that pressure on little girls specifically for the straight hair and all of that. You know, straight hair.
I think there was a time that they did. Yes.
Okay. And so, like, I felt her pain because she's so beautiful, but she couldn't see past her hair.
Right.
When I first started going natural, and just to give a little background, I went natural because Jayla, as you know, sis, and for those who don't know, my niece was diagnosed with ovarian cancer when she was 10. And so I took my hair off when she lost her hair through chemotherapy. And I've been natural ever since. Okay? So I didn't have to go through that, you know, about your hair thing. My mom wasn't that mom, but to see the pressure that her mom put on her, like, I felt bad for her. She's so pretty. You're high powered, but then you look in the mirror and you're never satisfied with yourself. That has to be a heavy burden to carry. It has to be.
Yeah. And see, and I know I said my mom wasn't that mom, and she wasn't, but society was that society, and media was that media. Like, you know, my cousin Sean, whom you know, she grew up, she had the hair complex. I don't know, she probably watched Nappily Ever After and cried. Okay. But she, of the three of us, she had the thicker hair that was, as when she was younger, harder to manage, you know, that kind of thing. Mine and her sister Lon, our hair was longer. So she used to say that she wanted blonde hair because she associated blonde hair with nice hair.
Exactly. That's right.
And she called it blonde because the only hair that she saw that of what she considered nice, the color of it was blonde.
Blonde, yeah. Yeah.
So when she was little, she said that all the time, I want blonde hair. I want blonde hair. Well, she was the first of the three of us to go natural. And she wears her hair natural down. She has beautiful hair. If she straightens it out, it's super long and super pretty, and it's amazing. But so she grew out of that. But the media and society is what caused us to be all frazzled, dazzled, and anxious about our hair. It wasn't necessarily our parents.
Okay.
It was what we saw on television and you know, things like that. And I remember, you know, during my relaxer days, and you know, even now when my hair is longer and I wear it straight, I'm scared of sweat and I'm scared of water and I can't dance, I can't work out, can't do any of that.
Can't have sex. Can't have sex.
Right. Because I'll go nuts.
Yes.
Did you see that part of the movie?
Yes, I have seen the whole, like, got to lay your head. But anyway, I'm getting away from the movie. But anyway, let me get back to my rate before we get off too far. So I like the movie. It was predictable, like you said, but I think the message was good. I wish she would have cut her hair, not after the night of drinking. I wish she would have come to that realization and wanted to cut it just because. But it doesn't matter how she got to the finish line, she got there. So I would give it a 4. I would give it a 4 because there were some really realistic parts in it that I really liked. And if you really watch it for what it is, it's a really good lesson in it. It's a really good lesson in it. So, and especially for our young sisters and our young girls, you know. Right. And then for the men too who are who are dating, you know what I'm saying? So I would give it a 4, but I liked it. I could watch it again on a date night. Night.
I think I could watch it again. It was a good movie. It went over well, and I think in the end, the mom got the message.
Yes.
You know, she was hell bent on, you know, making sure that hair was what it was, but she got the message in the end.
Ooh, my goodness, I tell you. So let's see our overall rating, Lynn, of 3.5 and 4.0 divided by 2. That would give Nappily Ever After a 3.7. That's a pretty good rating. That's a pretty good rating.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. So I say, you know, if you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. And cute date movie, you know, for you. It's a girls movie, and it could be a date movie, you know, for you. Right. Yeah.
Well, I think nowadays it has gone the other direction where more people are natural and appreciating their natural hair, and they're uh carrying it over to their daughters as well. The little girls are natural hair now. The relaxer business should be going out of business.
Straight out of
So
business.
many people are natural now.
It should be out of business. Yeah.
I do know a few people who have gone back to what they call the creamy crack. And I know some who never stop. Like Nicole, for example, she still puts relaxer in her hair, but Nicole has extremely thick hair, and it's just easier to manage with the relaxer. So she continues to do it. But I mean, her hair is really thick and it's so pretty, in my opinion, with or without the relaxer. But she said she gotta have it. So I think she bought one yesterday. Going to do it tomorrow, probably. but
I don't know anybody who does the whole relaxer natural thing. The only thing I'm saying is respect whomever does whatever they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Move on. Like when I went natural and had my locks, I had people ask me, "Well, why you did that? Why would you do that?" Like, what the hell does that mean? First of all, it's my hair, and if you leave your hair alone, this is what it will do naturally. You see what I'm saying? So that's that. But I'm like, if I want to lock my hair, let me lock my hair. If you want to straighten yours, go on straighten yours. I'm not going to judge you about it one way or the other, or tell you or ask you why you do that. That's your choice. But then if it messes with you psychologically, that's a you problem, and you need to do something about that.
Right.
If you don't feel good about yourself because of your hair, you need to go a little bit deeper. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So we like Nappily Ever After, and we did not like Black Panther.
Correct.
Okay. That was the first ever movie review from the Anything, Everything, and Nothing podcast. How about that, sis?
Hey.
So let's transition to them crazy Braxton sisters that y'all watch on WeTV.
So here we go with celebrity. What we calling it? Celebrity.
Let's just call it more entertainment. Let's just call it entertainment.
Okay.
Entertainment segment.
Now I love Tony Braxton. First of all.
Okay, so do I.
Tony
got that. Tony got that.
I love it. I love it. That's my girl.
And Tony sound like Luther Vandross.
You would not talk about Tony like that.
I'm just saying.
I do have Tamar's first CD, which I do like some songs on it. But I love Tony. Okay.
I love Tony too. Now this is my thing. For those who watch the Braxton, and I know they got the Martians and all that, I'm talking about the last 2 episodes specifically. And what I'm getting from the Braxton family is this. You can have all the money in the world and still be dysfunctional as somebody over here in my damn hood. Lynn, them girls, that family is crazy as hell.
Yeah, they got some stuff going on.
Okay, now, I don't know if you saw the episode before the season finale when they had Ayanna Van Zant come in and do the family counseling thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm talking about when Tamar and Tony didn't show up for their call sheet like they were supposed to.
Right.
Okay, and Ayanna said, I need integrity. I need commitment. I need honesty. And then she turned around and walked out the door talking about, I get out of here. I thought I was going to pee in my clothes. And she said, and then she had that tight skirt on Lynn.
Yeah. You know she got all that booty.
Let me tell you, Lynn, I was on the floor rolling. And I was rolling her neck and shaking her head.
And doing her lips. I was like, girl.
And popping her lips. And I was like, see, you can, I don't care how much money you got. If you got that hood in you, that hood gonna come out. I don't care how much money you got. That hood gonna come out. And
Yeah.
Tony seems to me like she's the one who like always when something blows up, she's always
disappears.
like,
Yeah, she disappears and then she come back talking about what happened.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So I was like, okay. So then I started thinking about Tamar and her. Is Vince her ex-husband now or her? Okay.
Her ex-husband.
Let me tell you something. If Tamar act like anything like she act like on this show with Vince, I'm just saying, sis, and I don't know what happened between them. I see why they broke up or they got divorced or why he left her or whatever. I don't know.
He used to talk about her attitude all the time.
I could not put up with that for 3.4 seconds.
Oh yeah, he talked about her attitude, that same behavior, and those same reactions, and how she twists up her face, and
Yes.
He talked about that a lot as being a problem.
That was a hot mess, and I don't know. I know we got to look at the last episode, but when I saw that, all I saw was fame and dysfunction. That's what I saw. And I said, it does not matter. Give me my simple life without the cameras, because that was a hot mess. Mama Evelyn is a hot mess.
Yes. And that's what I was getting ready to say. What I saw was it coming straight from the mama.
Yes. Yeah. Daddy over here acting like he scared Sally. He don't want to say nothing. He's passive. You got mama over here who's angry. Tamar in the middle. I mean, I was just like, but then you look at them, they're so beautiful, they're so talented, and straight it goes back to dysfunctional. So money can't make you happy. That's what I'm getting from the Braxton family. Money. And then y'all said, y'all talking about family values. Hell, y'all ain't got none. I was like, ooh. Right. I was like, ooh, she better cut them with the knife. I was like, but she was telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so for those who watch Tamar and are the Tamartians and love the family Braxton values and all that, I'm sorry, but there's a whole lot underneath that surface that you can really look into. That's the whole mess.
I think that it may be a lot of jealousy
With the tone towards Tony.
Well, partially. I think they are jealous of Tony, but they try to be happy for her and be supportive. But at the same time, they are jealous as well.
Okay.
I think Tracy feels like a black sheep, and he is the black sheep.
Well, I can see why. I'm not trying to be funny, but I can see why. Okay, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, if you're perfectly honest, her talent is a little different than everybody else.
Yeah, and I don't even know what I want to say black sheep, but she's a little different. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to pit one against the other, but I can see why she would feel that way. I can say that. Okay.
Right. She could not be a part of the group when it started because she was pregnant.
Okay. And see, I've only been watching it for 2 seasons, and I'm not an avid watcher. If Roz is watching it in the house, and I kind of know what's going on, but for the last 2 seasons, but I know it's been on like 6. So, but here lately, I've just been interested in all the dysfunction that they had. That's what caught my eye.
Right. Well, okay. I've been watching it for a while, kind of off and on, but it's been a lot of there's been a lot of love between them, and there's been a lot of dysfunction between, and the dysfunction has been here lately.
Okay. And you know how I wrap this up, sis? If the cameras is going to make this dysfunction, more prevalent in y'all life, and it's breaking up the sisterhood and the family system, it might be time to cut the cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And just focus on them.
And just get back to being family. That's right. Get back to being family.
But did we find out yet who told Tracy that they wish that she was dead to them? I'm thinking it was Tamar, but
I think it was. I didn't see that on this episode, so that might be on the finale.
Okay.
Yeah, finale. So okay, well that was pretty good about the Braxton sisters, but I just believe how dysfunctional. Now this right here with our hashtag phrase, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing but staying in entertainment. Why Eddie Murphy got his 10th child on the way? I'm just asking.
And he, how old? 57.
But I'm just saying, like why you need or want 10? I'm just saying.
Just because.
I mean,
just because your body can continue to make them does not mean that your mind should continue to be okay with it.
Okay, so Lynn, so he 57 now. So with his son, I think he's having a son. When he's 10, that means he's gonna be 67.
Right.
Okay, when he 20, the son, he gonna be 77.
77.
What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? Now,
yes.
Okay, so when is it? Okay, Richard Gere. Here he goes. Richard Gere 74, 75, 69 or something. And now his wife is getting ready to have a baby. And that baby just got blessed by the Dalai Lama or something last week. No, seriously. No, they went over to India and they did the whole Dalai Lama did the thing with the belly. But what I'm saying is, do these women like get pregnant by these older men? Just that they're set, or like is there love involved? But I'm like, Eddie, you got 9 kids. Okay, now you can afford them, so I'm not mad at that. But I'm just like, when he gonna go to a soccer game and he can't go out there and play soccer with the man? I don't know. That just aggravates. And then I guess because the wives are half their age. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know. That, for whatever reason, that just kind of aggravated me because I'm like, damn, Eddie.
Right. Well, just like I said, just because your part still working can make them, don't mean that your mind should agree with that.
Now let me tell you what I honestly thought, right?
For head on your shoulders should say no.
Now, for Richard Gere, because I think Richard Gere is probably late 60s or something. See, I'd be wondering, like, are they really your children? Like, is that really your baby? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I don't know, for whatever reason, that just kind of got on my nerves. But, you know, he ain't my daddy, so I guess it's all right. But that just kind of got on my nerves.
I reckon.
Okay. So, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Jocelyn, what her name is? Jocelyn Hernandez.
Right.
Stevie J.
Uh-huh.
Mimi.
Uh-huh.
Rashida.
Okay.
Remy Ma.
Okay.
Nene Leakes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they celebrities?
Well, they are now. Well, I don't know. We got to take Remy Ma out of that now because she got a rap career separate from the reality TV.
Okay. Well, let's take Remy Ma out. Okay.
And they say Rashida does too, but I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, let's do it like this. Let's just say the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop New York,
Hollywood, Housewives, Basketball Wives,
and even with the growing up Hollywood people, I can get that. But what makes Jocelyn Hernandez a celebrity? Because I think of celebrity, I think of Viola Davis.
Correct.
I think of Julia
Janet
Roberts.
Jackson.
Who?
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. My baby mama, Beyonce, you know.
Right.
So,
and your baby daddy, Jay-Z.
And my baby daddy, Jay-Z. But what makes them think that, or are they a celebrity? I just help me with that. Because once this is over, once they stop filming, what are they going to do?
I don't know. Especially the first one you mentioned, Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess.
The Puerto Rican princess.
I mean, we would never know. Maybe she's a princess in Puerto Rico.
Maybe so.
But over here,
listen, until she can say Stevie J, she will never ever be a celebrity to me. Because as long as she says Stevie J, I don't know what that is. I need her to say Stevie. His name is not Stevie.
Stevie.
I think she can say Stevie J. She can go somewhere.
Stevie. I don't care nothing about Stevie.
And so I just want to know, because someone referred to them. I was watching something on TV and they said celebrity Jocelyn Hernandez, and that struck me. I was like,
celebrity?
Damn celebrity. Now, truth be told, I watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta every damn Monday. I ain't gonna lie.
Ratchet television. You get one ratchet television show. At least one.
I waste 10 hours a year on Love and Hip Hop. So probably about 50 hours of my life, I watch the ratchetness, because right now I'm all up in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Yes, I am.
Well,
yes.
Atlanta is the only one I ever really watched. And now that I don't recognize none of them people, I don't watch it anymore.
Okay.
But I can't get into the other one.
Okay. Okay, well, I just wanted to ask you that because I thought maybe it was me, but I don't get it. Now, all right, now this right here, Lynn, tell me what you think, okay? And I feel bad, and I don't know if you saw this, but did you see Kanye?
Okay.
Did you see Kanye West the other day on TMZ?
I have not seen it, but I have heard about it.
Okay. Now, I think he's a musical genius, but this week, he was not on his meds, Lynn, and that's just my opinion. But for the first time, I looked in his eyes and I was able to see into his soul, and that brother needs some medication for real. He needs medication and he needs therapy. First of all, he had on the Make America Great hat again with the Colin Kaepernick sweatshirt.
Oh, wow.
Can we say oxymoron? That don't go together. That don't go together.
Confused. Not at all.
Now, but it was the comments that he was making when he was talking to the big guy on TMZ. But I looked in the camera, then his eyes were empty. And then my heart went out to him because I was like, what you got that hat on for? Trump don't mean you no good. And then I looked into his eyes, and then I started thinking about his children. I could care less about Kim Kardashian, but I felt bad for the brother. And I was like, yo, somebody get this dude some meds, get this dude to a therapist, get this dude in the hospital. Because what he said, he said, can't you feel my energy? Can't you see that I'm God?
Oh.
And now I know, because I believe that we are God. I got that. But when it was that schizophrenic, this is my opinion only. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was that whole mental illness type of thing. And my heart went out to him. And if I could tweet him and say, Kanye, it's okay. Please go get some meds and get yourself right. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. I felt bad for him, sis. I ain't gonna lie. It hurt my heart. And I'm not a Kanye fan or not a fan, but it hurt my heart to see him. If you get a chance, go and look at his interviews this week on TMZ. He's sitting at a bench table, talking to Harvey Levin from TMZ.
Okay. And I think Sean actually sent it to our little group messenger thingy. So I'll take a look at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a hot mess.
Yeah, that's a hot mess. And for anybody who because for those who don't know, we come from the mental health profession. And when you see someone who's struggling, it's obvious. And to see him struggle like that, and he may not think it's a struggle, I know it's a struggle because I can look at it, I hear it, and I was just like, whoa, man, I don't know, it really broke my heart. So
all right.
I hope his family or his wife or whatever, I hope that he will do something to feel better, because that can't feel good, in my opinion.
Right.
Okay. Well, sis, I'm thinking let's move on to another segment that we can call Nothing to Do with Nothing. What you think?
Nothing to do with. I got a couple of nothing to do with nothings. But before we go there,
Yes.
Let's just address very quickly
Okay.
that occurred in today's news.
Okay, today as in Saturday.
Yes,
Talk to me.
that we are welcoming our new Supreme Court Justice,
He ain't mine. That's why I ain't said nothing about it.
Kavanaugh.
You heard what I said?
I heard you.
He's not my Supreme Court justice. That's why I could
What
care.
in the hell?
First of all, why did all of this go on this week when you knew you were going to confirm him anyway?
Exactly.
That's number one. Susan Collins and the one from Alaska and Manchin from West Virginia or Virginia, wherever he's from. I promise you, in November, they're gonna be voted out. I promise you that.
Now, wasn't it a 49-51?
Yeah,
51-49?
51-49, 51-49.
Who them two people?
I don't know, but I heard it. But see, when it got through yesterday, when Susan Collins went up there and did that 50-minute diatribe about nothing, and she said she was going to vote a yes, and Flake said he was going to vote a yes, it didn't matter because that's all they needed.
Somebody paid them. Or threatened their life. Wanted to.
Well, let me tell you.
I don't watched enough Scandal to know.
Listen, let me tell you something. Our friend Tyrone, he got some background history on some business dealers that got something to do with somebody, and it'll be out. It's gonna come out. That was a hot mess. Our country is a mess. Mm-hmm. I'm ashamed.
This is the reason. Stuff like this is the reason why Shonda Rhimes took Scandal off the air.
Absolutely.
This is the reason why Scandal ended.
Yes.
And it is happening in real life.
Yes.
And somebody need to call Olivia Pope because this is getting ridiculous.
No, somebody better call somebody, Lynn. This is serious. And since we're talking about in the news right now, okay, the Hispanic woman was in looked like it might have been like a Rite Aid or a CVS pharmacy. She was shopping with another Hispanic woman. Okay. Mm-hmm. Did you see this? Did you see this on Facebook?
I did not.
Okay, well, this is what's on the news. I thought it might have been on Facebook. And so they're speaking Spanish, talking to each other. Okay. Mm-hmm. A white woman comes up to them and tells them, get the hell out of my country.
Oh.
Yes, pointing Lynn, she was in their face, pointing her finger at them. This is my country. You need to get out of my country. And so a white woman came up and told her to shut the hell up.
Oh.
Said you are an embarrassment and you're ignorant. So then the two white women start going at it. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, thank you, second white woman, for coming in and shutting this crap down, because these people are losing their minds.
They are.
They feel like they can come up now and say and do whatever the hell they want to say and do to whomever they want to say and do it to. And when we start standing up for ourselves, it's a problem. But then this white woman told her, so then they start, and the two Hispanic women, Lynn, they were sitting there looking like, oh, I don't even know what's going on. Like, why are you talking to me? It was so embarrassing. But she was some old white woman who feels like because her brother is up in the White House, she has the right to do that.
Right.
And that crap has to stop. Crap has to stop. You know?
I agree.
Okay, so since we in the news, before we move to nothing to do with nothing, you heard about the police officer who got shot in Florence.
Yes.
Okay. The warrant that was being served was a warrant for the shooter's son, who was accused of sexually abusing. It was either a foster child or either some adopted children.
Oh, wow.
So this is how that whole thing got started. There was suspicion of abuse. They were going to serve the warrant, and then the daddy comes out blasting on the police. What kind of foolishness is that?
Did they shoot him?
Hello. No, he walked out alive. He's in custody.
Wow.
You better ask somebody.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna keep my opinion to that on my.
Wait a minute now.
Talk to me.
I need some demographics.
Talk to me. What? Tell me what. Ask me what you want to know so I can tell
I
you.
need some demographics.
Ask your question. I'll tell you your answer.
The man who was the shooter,
Yes.
who killed the police officer and wounded others,
Yes.
and his son
Yes.
are of Caucasian descent
You know they are. Yes.
from the Caucasus Mountains with
Yes.
the Vikings.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No. And if I can be truthful, why the only cop that got shot was the black cop? Well, the one who got killed was the black cop. I'm just saying it might be a coincidence. I don't know.
The Caucasian man who did the shooting is still breathing.
The Caucasian man who shot and killed a black officer and wounded 6 others was captured and taken into custody. Yes.
So he fired at 7 cops. and
No.
Nobody shot that?
Hey, ladies, this is your producer here. Can I
Yes.
chime in on this topic real quick?
Sure.
No.
Did you say no? Did you just say no?
Chime in.
Okay.
That would be Lin who said no. Kim said yes.
Okay, so who do I listen to?
I'm outvoted.
All right, real quick.
You listen to Kim. You listen to Kim.
All right, real quick. This is just from being in the area currently. A little insight to the story because I happened to be at a football game last night and I was actually talking to a couple of police officers from Florence. Apparently it's the man who did the firing of Caucasian descent, as Lin so eloquently stated, from the Caucasus Mountains. He was a former Marine, and he was also a lawyer who had just been disbarred, and his wife was a lawyer. They knew that this warrant was coming, and so pretty much he was waiting for the warrant to be served. The thing was, he wasn't sure if it was for him or if it was for his son, because they couldn't make the distinction between. They knew somebody in the house was molesting this child, and they could not decide. So they were coming. The warrant was for mouth swabs for DNA.
Okay.
And so since that was the case, what ended up happening was, as they came up, he was just picking them off one by one.
Wow.
They said that the police actually had to call for backup, not for backup police officers, but for backup ammo. Like, he had more ammo than the police officers combined, than what they had combined. He had more than they had, and he ended up walking out of there, as you said. Now, you guys could be politically correct. I don't have to be, but had he been of the African American persuasion, he would have been all kicked in the face and beat up and possibly even shot square in the head.
Absolutely.
Now, like in the middle of the forehead, they'd have had a sniper take him out. Now, the last point I'm gonna make, and this is that. Do you also notice there's no mugshot of him?
Listen, Yusuf, when the shooting first went down, I watched TV for 7 hours and never saw a picture of this man. His picture came out the next day. I saw it on Twitter before I saw it on the local and the national news. Yes.
They didn't even have a mugshot of him.
Black man, his rap sheet and his picture would have been posted all over the goddamn TV.
Now, I'm not saying that there is any racism or anything to be played here. I'm just saying it seems a little bit coincidental. And that's my little commentary. I will leave your show now. Hello and goodbye, people.
Thank you, our producer Yusuf, for that great insight. Okay, sis.
I'm here. I have some technical difficulties at the moment.
Okay.
Go ahead and carry on.
Okay. So, well, just that whole little tidbit in the news and in the news. So, to wrap that up, sis, this country is in turmoil. We got to love our families, take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? And watch our backs, because nobody else is going to do it at this point of what's going on in this country right now. And I think this is the greatest country in the world, but we got some stuff going on that needs to be addressed. So now back to this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You had something to tell me about an Uber driver, and what was that?
Okay, so you know that I'm a listener of Steve Harvey's morning show.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it. It's a great show. So I heard this on there. There was an Uber driver, a guy who apparently, who picked up some passengers, and the passenger ended up being his wife and her boyfriend.
Oh, no. Ooh.
And apparently, okay, meet my children, audience.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
So those are my nephews in the background at 10:27, and they decided that they need some attention from their mama, my little sis. So this is keeping it real.
And I'm getting ready to leave them right in the living room and let them fight.
Are we
Okay.
back? Okay.
So, I don't hear it. Okay, so I thought that was wild and crazy. Okay, now, I have never, ever, since Uber came out, taken an Uber before. But apparently, when you book your Uber driver, you put in where you're going, right?
Yes,
Like, they pick you up knowing where they're taking you.
that is correct. That is
So
correct.
the Uber driver picks up his wife and his dude, and they're going to a hotel somewhere. I was like, wow, that's just crazy.
Okay. That is awkward, and that is busted all in one. So what happened? I know what happened. Did I lose my sister?
No, you didn't lose me. I'm here. I'm sorry. I had to mute you for a second. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure it was ever told exactly what happened.
They
It
just
was-
left the story. They left the story like that?
Yeah, they just left it like that.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you what. It was the husband picked up the wife.
Yes.
Okay,
And
that's,
the dude.
she just stupid. You know what I'm saying? she just stupid. She
Like,
just,
if you know your husband drive Uber,
if you know your husband drive Uber, why, girl, call Lyft? You see what I'm saying? Or call, what is it? I think they got one called Share Ride or Ride Share. Why would you call Uber and you know your husband drive Uber? See, that said to me, she ain't had no damn sense. She needed to get caught. She should have got caught. She should have got caught. Now, this right here ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I got a question for you. And I need some advice and some guidance. Can you help a sister out?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. You know, I'm pretty new to this Facebook thing, right?
Right.
I've been on, I think, a little over a year. I don't post a lot. I just post pictures and birthdays and stuff like that. So what do you do when somebody asks you to request a friend
Mm-hmm.
and they ain't your friend? What you supposed to do with that? No, seriously.
You are supposed to decide whether you really want that person to follow you. I mean, if they're not really your friend and maybe just an acquaintance, or maybe you just know them, it's up to you. I mean, and if you don't allow them follow them or allow them to follow you, then oh well. I mean,
Okay. Well,
the friend request will sit there.
So here's my okay. So
I got a bunch of those in mind right now.
Okay. So tell me, what would you do in this situation? All right. So I said yes to a person who I said it would be okay to follow me. But obviously, because our connection is our high school, I've gotten 68 friend requests in the last week. Now, here's my problem. And I'm just keeping it 100. I ain't like their ass then. And I don't want them to have nothing to do with me now. I'm like, why y'all friending me? Y'all used to harass me in school. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? One of them I actually got into a fight with. Why are you friending me?
Oh, wow. Oh, well, I got a story like that. My high school nemesis sent me a friend request, and I was like, really, bitch? Really?
Okay. So if I decline it, will they see that I declined it?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I'm like, because
I don't know that for sure, though.
Every day my phone just been bing, bing, bing. And I'm just like, so like I have like 25 friends maybe on my Facebook, but I see some who got like 4,000 friends.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous.
And I'm like, if you're not my friend, I don't want you. It ain't not that I'm so excited that you need to be following, because I don't post nothing anyway. But I'm just like, what's the etiquette with that? Because
it has probably changed over the years. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I first got on Facebook, everybody from high school, whether I knew them well, knew them a little bit, didn't like them, that sent a friend request, or if I saw their names, I might have requested them. I got a bunch of them. So I have a bunch of folks from high school, all the, from all the years within them 4 years that I was there. And some of them I didn't necessarily like back then or didn't really know, but they are my friends. But see, that was when I first got on. And I think, back when it first started and people first got on, you just got kind of friend happy. Okay. And if you even knew their name, you're like, oh yeah, be my friend. But I'm definitely more, cautious and what's another word? What's the other word? I don't know. We'll go with cautious. I'm more cautious about who I accept as a friend. I've had several that I do know them, and I'm just like, I don't want you. Like the Nemesis girl. I was like, okay, so you acted a donkey back in the day when we were in high school. I was pregnant. You wanted my boyfriend / baby daddy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It made it known, but you want to be my friend? Girl, bye.
Well, I guess she was thinking that was 22 years ago, so maybe
Well, my child is 22 years old. I'm reminded of his father every time I see his face. I don't want to see you. And I don't want to be reminded of that time because it was very traumatic.
Okay.
So no. Girl, bye.
So the answer to my question is I don't have to accept them. There is no right or wrong. If I don't like you and I don't know you, I can say no.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then I will go in and I'm going to decline
Decline.
Because I was just like, and one girl, I was just like, but what?
That's how I felt about her. I was like, what?
I'm like, you used to call me names and stuff. So why you, and I don't know, but I don't want them in my business. No, I'm not going to accept it. And I'm going to keep my little 25 friends that I got and keep it moving. So that's cool. Okay. So, this right here ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I thought you might be interested in this, sis. You did hear that, there was a 700-pound, 12-foot alligator found down your way, last week.
I ain't interested in that, but at all.
Okay.
But I did hear about that. Yes, ma'am.
The thing was 700 pounds. That's not a freaking alligator. That's a dinosaur. That's not an alligator.
I don't understand. If that shit walked in my house right now.
Listen. I said, when I first heard, I said, in my mind, I said, Lynn, Wilson, and Mir on the way to IGA. And here come the dinosaur across the street.
Oh, girl, listen. We had enough with the dead snake. I can't do the 700 pounds.
Bill would have said, "Mommy, look, there's a dinosaur coming across the street."
Look, Mommy's a T-Rex.
You would have started panicking.
I do not know. Listen, I need you not to put that image in my head because then I'll be thinking about it and I'll be trying to figure out escape routes and all kind of foolishness.
The first thing I thought about was you and the kids going
Walking to the store.
and seeing an alligator come across the street.
And if you would have seen how we acted with the dead snake, you can imagine how we would act with that dinosaur coming across the street. We ran from the dead snake, the snake that was not going to do anything to us.
Yes.
Because it was all the way dead. We ran from it. Yes.
Okay.
It was so dead, it was stank.
Oh.
That's how dead it was.
Okay, that's not good. Well, when I heard about the 700-pound alligator in Lake Marion, I had to think about you down there in Sumter, and I had a good chuckle because I was like, Lord, I just need my sister to see that, and it would be the end of the world.
Right.
It would be the end of the world. That was funny. That was funny. So, okay. Well, guys, that was our segment on nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing. And so I guess we can kind of wrap this thing up, sis. Let's give the people a who does that before we get out of here. What you think about that? What you think about that?
Who does that?
Who does that? Who allows their 10-year-old son to get a real tattoo?
Ooh,
Did you hear about that?
I did.
Lynn, the mama said, she was Caucasian, by the way, I'm just saying. She said that the son kept asking, and so she got tired of him asking. So she allowed the neighbor, who is 16 years old, by the way, to give her son an actual tattoo. Not the little kind that the kids get, a tattoo on his arm.
In
So,
his skin.
in his skin by a 16-year-old who's not licensed or anything.
Oh, no.
Okay, so who does that?
Who does that?
And she doesn't understand why she has been charged with child endangerment. I'm just like, okay, well then that explains why she let a child get a tattoo.
Arm get infected and fall off. Maybe then she'll understand.
I was just like, are you serious? But now let me say this. If that was an African American mom or a black mom, I bet it would have been worse. I'm just saying. Because she had some people trying to justify it's not a big deal. It didn't pose any danger to the kid, yada, 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 yada. If that was a black mama, she probably would have been charged with neglect, child endangerment, child abuse, and some other stuff. I'm just
saying. There's an age limit for a reason.
Yes. Well, that's why she didn't go to a tattoo shop. That's why she let
yes, because they would have thrown her out on her face.
Exactly. But the reason was because she got tired of him asking. I was like, girl, bye.
I went to a shop here and hear about a tattoo, and that is where I learned that in South Carolina, you can't get a legal tattoo on your neck.
That is correct.
I did not know that.
You are not supposed to get a tattoo on your neck. So I don't know. When I saw that, I was just like, yeah, poor parenting. Yeah, not a good idea.
If he's 10 and he continues to ask you, that's when you go get the friend, aka the belt. Okay. And ask me that one more time. You ask me that again, this belt gonna be all up in and through you.
You know what? She thought it was a good idea, and she didn't know any better. And so we're gonna give her Who Does That Dummy Award of the Week. That's what we're gonna give her. Now,
dumb of the day.
The dum of the day. Now, sis, last night, and then we're gonna wrap up here for the night. Last night I went out to dinner.
Oh Lord.
We've had this conversation before. and or this is a conversation that takes place over the years that Black people don't tip. Okay,
Yeah.
so go out to one of our favorite restaurants, Longhorn, last night. Meal was good. Had a very nice waitress. She was an Asian woman, older, been waitressing for 47 years.
Thank you for saying Asian and not Chinese or Oriental. I appreciate that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Look, the Chinese lady.
And she Korean. Thank you. Thank you for saying Asian.
Okay, so she was an Asian
Not
waitress.
Chinese or Oriental. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Got a little etiquette there.
Right,
Okay. So
right.
anyway, so there was a group of people behind us, a table of 4, 3 ladies and 1 man, and they ran her crazy. Now she was our waitress as well, so I see what kind of service she was doing. They ran her. Can I get more ice? Can I get a straw? Can I get some more bread? I need some more ranch. I mean, just whatever. Can I get another beer? Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So at the end of the night, when they got up, they left. Their tab was $81.
Mm-hmm.
They left her a $3 tip.
No.
$3 tip. Yes, ma'am. So she was so disheartened when she came and got our ticket. She just had to let it go. And let me tell you what she told me.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I'm not trying to be offensive. She said, but you know what? As soon as people sit down, I know exactly what kind of tip I'm going to get. She said, you got Black people, then you got ghetto people. She said, you got white people, then you got crackers. She said, you got Asian people, and then you got chinks. And she said, they all the same. The chinks, the ghettos, and the crackers. They just don't tip and mess it up for everybody. I was like, you better say it, girl. You know what I'm saying? You say it. They gave her $3 on an $81 bill. And she was so hurt. And she said, this is why people say that Black people don't tip. She said, this is why they say it right there. And they got up out of there like they left her a $25 tip. They walked out of there proud, like they had just done something, honey. She opened that thing and came to our table. She was so disgusted. I was like, man, and it makes me embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are a very good server, I will tip you well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when waitresses when servers, and it could be Black, male, female, white, when they see Black people come in, they automatically think, okay, ain't no need for me to be the best that I can be because it's not gonna matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that just really frustrated me, and I just wanted to share that with you because I don't. If the service is good, they don't make but $2. And she said they make $2.13 an hour.
Wow.
She said her hourly rate is $2.13. That's why they work so hard to get tips.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because imagine if they didn't.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, man, that sucked. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because, I was like, man, y'all done embarrassed me. And I didn't, and, we tipped her good. But, anyway, it is what it is. So I said, well, as you see, all Black people ain't like that. And, we ain't on the ghetto side. So I apologize for them, and that's all I could do. That's all I could do.
Oh.
All right. So sis, I think we're ready to wrap our first episode. What do you think?
I think so, because I think it was way long. I don't know how long. We've been talking for a long time.
Well, that's because this is what we do. This is
what we do.
This is what we do, and this
is to what we do.
You can't script this good conversation, and it was about anything, everything, and absolutely nothing. So we're ready to sign out, guys. Again, we want to give a shout out to Defy Life, our producer Yusuf, and we look forward to the next episode dropping next week. And we're out.
Shh. You hear that? Listen closer. That, my friend, is the deafening sound of focus. It drowns out all the useless noise that can clutter the moment. Naysayers don't exist. Haters? Smaters? The peanut gallery? Who's that? When you in your zone, all that noise and all that buzz is just elevator music. So, enjoy your journey, focus on your goal, and bask in the quiet roar that is progress. Because when it's your time to shoot that shot, spit that verse, or close that deal, the only voice that matters is yours. Defy life.